Hello guys, welcome to the Wednesday trade recap and forecast. So the markets were a bit active, but we did get some activity and let's analyze it. Let's see what was happening. So last Wednesday the forecast was around here, I believe. Then we impulsed up. Okay, so we impulsed up, then we broke the high, started ascending and actually even started ranging around right here. Okay, so this was a flat range. Then we broke up, retraced, broke up, retraced. So I was looking for buy setups at this point. This looked like some nice bullish momentum for me personally, but yeah, nothing happened out of this. The next candle printed a wick, and that kind of negated all of my possible setups. Again, I did like this established uptrend that we were seeing right here. Okay, but we did end with a large wick on the top, after which I'm expecting a range or a reversal. Then we got major bearish pressure and then we just broke the low and retraced right now. So this is looking again flat, it's looking range bound. Yeah, so if we zoom out a bit, it's looking corrective. What am I looking for on the Euro US dollar? So it's not going on the watch list. I'm looking for a large push up or a large push down. I'm looking for some sort of a better, more high probability pattern, and I'm looking for the price to break out of this range. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't really fit my plan. It's not really clean price action either. We did get some potential, but then it just went down. Is this looking like a V reversal? Not really a V. Again, with a V reversal, I need to see similar sort of momentum going up and then similar sort of momentum going down as well. Okay, so something like this, for example, which in this case we have large momentum up and then we have these small legs going down. So this is not really a V reversal. And that would be about it for EU. We can go to EJ. EJ from last Wednesday was here. It was very range bound. At this point I was very interested to look for setups because we were definitely starting to ascend in a clean manner into the upper liquidity area. So what do we know when we get a flat range like this? Then we have liquidity above or below, okay, and then we ascend, break and retrace into the upper liquidity area. Usually this is a nice high probability pattern. So you get a range, you get a ascending channel. Usually price reverses to the downside like this and starts a nice downtrend, and then we looked for sell setups, but in this case that did not happen. Instead we just started ranging around. So it's not guaranteed. Nothing in trading is guaranteed. It's all about the probabilities playing out on a large enough sample size. So right now we're going from this ascending structure into a descending channel and into another ascending channel, signaling further range bound price action. Okay, then we went up a little bit, but very correctively. We went down here. If I zoom out, this definitely looks like an ascending channel, a larger one and a more corrective one, but you can connect these points. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4 points, 1, maybe 2, 3. Okay, so these are kind of the highs and the lows of the ascending channel. So I wouldn't be surprised if this does reverse to the downside. Again, these are not the bearish legs I'm looking for. I am looking for that strong leg going down without the wicks, without the volatility. Just a strong leg down and then look to sell. I'm gonna actually put this one on the watch list as well, because if we do get a nice sell scenario, if we do get a nice large impulse to the downside, this ascending channel can play out again. It's a larger one. If we just zoom out a little bit, yeah, it's going. It has been forming for a long time. See these points, we can connect them like this, for example. These ones as well, connect the highs. 3 taps here, 4 taps right here. So has potential, but definitely we need that signature. Okay, so I don't do anything without the confirmation. I don't do anything without a clear shift in momentum, without a clear, in this case, selling pressure. Again, price action can be high probability, but if there is no buying or selling pressure in the direction of our trade, well, then there is no sense in actually taking a trade. So I need the confirmation, I need the signature, I need clean price action to confirm this large ascending channel. It is a more corrective one, but even the corrective ones, the larger corrective ones, do play out. You just have to give it some time, okay? So looking at this pair, again, euro pairs can also impulse up from an ascending as well. If we do get a large push, I would not be surprised out of the ascending channel. And then we look for buy setups as well on the euro US dollar and on the euro Japanese yen. That is a pair characteristic. Okay, moving on, Aussie US dollar. Aussie US dollar has been very corrective. Last Wednesday was around here. Okay, so yeah, around here was the recap. We went up, ascended, but we were then very corrective, breaking the highs, breaking the lows. Again, breaking the highs, breaking the lows. There was an interesting potential here. Again, I was seeing some nice buying pressure, but I wanted to see no wick on the top, and I wanted to see a slower retrace to my entry level, which would be on the top of this inside bar for a break and retest. What happened is we printed a wick and then major selling pressure. So this is exactly what does not fit my plan. That's why I didn't take it, okay? Identify the large wick, identify the large selling pressure. That's a no-go for me. And it would be a loss. Broke the low retraced, broke the high retraced, flat in this area, range bound in this area. If we zoom out, just doesn't look that good. Maybe you can make a case for a very corrective ascending, but not. EJ is better. EJ is much better. AU not looking good. I'm not gonna put it on the watch list. I'm waiting for a breakout. Waiting for a breakout out of this range. A nice breakout to the upside, or a nice breakout, nice strong breakout to the downside like this. Okay, that is what I'm looking for on AU. Nothing much to nothing much more to discuss. Again, no major potential setups. I'm testing a new entry, which is kind of a SMC, so smart money concepts. I mean, smart money concepts. There is no smart money in retail trading, but liquidity grabs. Okay, that is what I'm testing. That is what I'm heavily working on. And you can see liquidity grabs all over the place. So I'm looking how price reacts in this area, for example. This area, when it hits right here, you can see it broke into it, retraced. Okay, another example right here. You can sell on this candle because it tapped this upper liquidity area. But again, more to come about this. It's only in the works, it's only in the back testing, but it's very exciting and it brings a lot of opportunity in a range bound market. Okay, so sticking to the classic trending setups for my live trading for now. If I'm doing the liquidity grabs, of course, we're going to release it to Zentum Trading as well, so you can learn about it in Zentum Trading. But I'm going to be talking about them in these recaps as well, so you can get to know exactly how I'm trading it. Not exactly, but kind of what I'm looking for, and when I'm taking a setup, when I'm not taking a setup, how I'm exploiting when the price is range bound and breaking into these upper major highs or major lows into these liquidity areas. Okay, so more information to come about that. Currently not live trading it, just backtesting it. And I'm live trading only the trending setups. Moving on, Aussie Japanese yen. Let's see last Wednesday. Around here, again, we did get a flag. I want to discuss this flag. I didn't take it. My reasoning was price action was not too bad. Actually, we had an ascending channel. You can see price was only breaking the highs 1, 2, 3, 4 times, broke the low with major momentum. But the flag formation was not clean enough. Okay, why was it not clean enough? Double wicks on the bottom and shift here and shift here. So in both of the flag legs, I'm seeing major bullish pressure. If I'm looking for a sell setup, which this is, I don't want to see major bullish pressure, especially when you combine the double wicks. So the flag formation was not clean enough. Double wicks, too much buying pressure. I did stay out of this one. It would have been a loss. As you can see here, price went up. And then there was a bit more interesting price action right about here, okay? Some more interesting price action. We kind of correctively ascended, got another push up, ranged around, okay. So this was Friday at 6 p.m, cool. And then yeah, next week, Monday open or Sunday open, and then we pushed up, one candle pullback and we broke up. So this was definitely on my radar. I was looking at this. It looked to be some large momentum, one candle pullback, and then we continue going up. Okay, but this break is not enough. Okay, so it broke left a wick to the upside. It's not looking good enough with this wick on the top. Then we break the high one more time. Is this enough for me? No, it was not. Okay, it was not enough of a break. The first break printed the wick, second one printed the wick as well. It's not really that big. It's Tuesday, Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm a bit more patient, I'm a bit more careful. Warning signs tend to have a bit more weight. So yeah, I didn't like the break. I was seeing weakness on the lower time frames. If we go on the 5 minute, I'm sure it's gonna be ascending. So I think it was ascending on the 5 minute, not sure. Again, that's not something I look at, but I know if I'm seeing these sort of candles on the 1 hour, you can bet that on the lower time frames, this is gonna be an ascending channel. And when we see an ascending channel, we know that it's gonna reverse to the downside, okay? So you're looking for that nice strong break. What was I looking for? Well, let me try to, my Siri just turned on. Okay, so, stupid Siri, but you're looking for the break up. You're looking for a clean close on the top. You're looking for these sort of candles. If this candle printed right here, that would be very nice. That would be very, very interesting to me. But that didn't happen. Instead, we start breaking up, leaving wicks, leaving weakness. Wick equals weakness. Okay, and as you can see, it would be a loss if I took a break and retest on the top of the inside bar. Broke down, broke the low retrace. Now we're flat, now we're range bound in this journal area. Not much potential. What am I looking at? What am I looking for? Again, overall, ascending channel, not really. It is ascending, but it's looking very corrective. Okay, so it's looking very, very corrective and it's looking flat. So we had a flat range here. Now we have a flat range above it. I'm being more patient. I'm looking for a large push up or a large push down. So I'm looking for something like this to happen. Large push up or a large push to the downside. That's about it for AJ. Pound US dollar. Okay, let's take a look at what is happening on the pound. Let's identify the last Wednesday. Okay, so there was a flag on the pound that happened actually. It's right here. Flag on the pound. I didn't take it. What was my reasoning? Well, we did have okay per price action, not the best, but okay. Push down, broke the low retrace, broke the high retrace, so a bit of a break of structure, and then bearish momentum continues going down. But the flag formation had, for me personally, too much buying pressure, okay? It went up too much, so I wanted to see it be more flat, especially since per price action was not perfect. Again, this break of structure was not nice. So when I weighed up all of the pros, weighed up all of the cons, it didn't make sense for me to take this flag. Look at this first flag leg. Definitely seeing some buying pressure, definitely seeing sort of an aggressive retrace. And then we push up and break and retrace the top. If the second leg was more of a range, like if it ranged around for half a day, for a couple of hours, and then created a second high, I would be interested. I would be interested to take this sort of formation. But since it just happened too quickly, since I was seeing buying pressure, I didn't want to take a risk. Okay, I didn't want to take a risk, and it would have been a loss on this flag as well. Pound has not been good in the last couple of months. It's not producing those trends. It's not producing those large impulses that actually continue. We have taken some trades, but it did end up being a loss. Now that's normal. Look, that's why we trade 6 pairs in 1 year. 5 of them will make a profit. Maybe 1 of them will be negative. Maybe even 2 of them will be negative. But the 4 other pairs will make so much profit that you're going to be very, very profitable at the end of the year. And even the ones that are negative, it's going to be like -2, -3% at the end of the year per, let's say, the pound US dollar. And eventually, momentum is going to kick in, trends are going to kick in, the pound US dollar is going to start producing good setups again, and then you're going to be making profit on this pair, but maybe some other pair will be a bit slower. So that's why you need to kind of diversify, trade 6 pairs or even more, so you never know which ones are going to be active for that year. 1 year it's going to be the Aussie US dollar, next year is going to be the Euro US dollar, the year after that the most active pair, the most profitable pair can be the pound US dollar. So you never know how the probabilities will play out, but that's why we diversify and trade a lot of assets. Okay, then we ranged around, very flat range, broke the high, retraced, went down. Yeah, messy. This to me was a flat range. This was flat, corrective, and range bound. Then we got this single push up identified here. Okay, single push up, was looking to see if maybe momentum will continue. I would take a break and retest. For example, if this pushed down, pulled back a little bit, broke up, and then retested the high, I would be interested, but we just failed down. We created a V reversal. So this was a total fail of this impulse. And now I'm just being more patient. It's the pound. It can just range for a long time. That is what I'm expecting. Of course, I'm not gonna put it on the watch list, and I'm waiting for that large push up, or I'm waiting for that large impulse to the downside like this. Very, very simple. We can move on, not seeing much here. NJ, I did take a trade on NJ. It is the internal reversal entry setup. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. This is for our Zentum trading community, which we teach this entry in the community, but I'm gonna discuss the price action, and I'm gonna say this was a loss. Okay, so this was a losing trade, but this is a very good, very high probability setup. It has a very high win rate compared to our trending setups. So I really like taking these ones. What happened? Let's see. Wednesday, around here. So descending structure, descending channel, not the cleanest. I think I covered it in the last recap. Okay. Descending, but we did push up, push down. Yeah, we were just flat, just corrective in this price action. Then we started forming a really, really clean ascending channel. Look at this. This was really, really clean. Okay, really clean. How many consecutive breaks of the high can you see? Count the dotted lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 consecutive breaks of the high. That is very, very high probability. That is a very, very clean ascending channel. Why is it clean? Look, none of the lows are broken. If the low was broken, you would have seen a dotted line on one of the lows. You're only seeing consecutive breaks of the high. Super high probability. Look at what happens each time a high is broken. High is broken, no momentum. High is broken, weakness. Weakness, weakness, weakness again. Absolutely slowing down of bullish pressure. Very clean ascending channel. This is exactly what I'm looking for, and this is kind of the foundations, the basics of the strategy that we trade. We look for trends, we look for very clean ascending, descending channels, or now in our backtesting we actually start looking for very clean range-bound markets as well to exploit the range-bound markets. But what we trade live currently is trending markets and these very clean ascending or descending channels. Okay, this was a very clean one. There are many characteristics of a clean ascending channel. A couple of them are consecutive breaks of the high. This one has it. No momentum or slowing down of momentum when the price breaks the high. This one has that as well. Okay. And then you don't want to see a lot of wicks. You don't want to see a lot of volatile price action. I would say this is very clean price action with clean candles. Unfortunately, we did not get a reversal setup. That didn't happen. We didn't get that major bearish momentum. Instead, we kind of ranged around a little bit. This, I wanted to see a large push going down. Okay, like this. I would be very interested in that case. Didn't happen. It's not going to happen every single time. It is part of the probabilities playing out. Okay, then we break the high. We get major momentum up. Major momentum up. Bit of a slowdown. I was looking for potential buys here, but look, the slowdown is not nice. And then we print another large candle. I was looking for buys here as well. And then we shift in momentum. Okay, so clear shift in momentum. And yeah, this is the area where I took the internal reversal setup. I'm not gonna mention the exact entry level. I'm not gonna mention the stop loss or the take profit level, because that is reserved for the Zentum trading community. If you want to learn more, definitely join our trading community, see if you like it. You can even join for free. Okay, go to the website, there is a free Discord, and you can see around, you can see what we're looking for. You can check out our forecasts that we post every single day. So if you like my weekly forecast, definitely join the free Discord. You're going to get a free forecast for every single day of the trading week. Very good stuff. Yeah, this was a 1% loss. I risk 1% for every single one of my positions. But when I'm trading a new entry, I risk 0.5 first, or I may start even lower, like 0.1, then move to 0.5%. And then when I'm comfortable, when I take a couple of wins, take a couple of losses, then I bump it up all the way to 1% for every single trade. So this was a 1% loss. Yeah, went down, then went back up, printed a clear V reversal. So I'm gonna put this pair in the watch list. This V reversal is clean. You can see similar sort of momentum going down, similar momentum going up. I'm looking for a range here, looking for a push up, looking to potentially get in on some buy setups. So I'm gonna put this one on the watch list as well. We now have 2 pairs on the watch list. Yeah, and it's overall moving up very correctively in a very ascending manner, but it is moving up. So let's see if momentum can kick back into the upside and we can look for some buy setups. I have seen a lot of times price will ascend on, let's say, New Zealand Japanese yen and on the Aussie Japanese yen. Price will ascend, then create a V reversal like this, and then continue going up. Continue trending up, okay? I've seen it happen. It's a pair characteristic. So if that happens, I'll be prepared. I'll be ready to take some buy setups. I want to see that large push up. I want to see the confirmation of the impulse going to the upside. So that's about it for this video. That's about it for the forecast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Good luck with your trading. See you guys next week. And let's see if EJ has a large push down, look to sell, or if NJ has a large push up, then look to buy. Very simple. Rest of the pairs, range bound, corrective, crappy, leaving them alone. That's it. See you guys in the next one.